get started. All right. So this is Cecilia. She is the director of the St. Martin School.
Yes.
At St. Martin School. So Cecilia, if you don't mind, just tell us about how the school started. How did you start this school?
The school started in 2008 as a period where young mothers who had been left out in education would leave their children with one of them maybe taking care of them as they went to upper estates, maybe to wash or do something. So with time, the children grew up and could walk without being assisted. So that means they had achieved the school-going age. But enrolling them into government school was not possible because most of them are from single-parent families and they were given birth at home with the help of a traditional midwife. So they couldn't have their birth registered. So again, the free primary school, however much it is free primary, you have to pay some lump sum when you enroll your child to school.
How much is lump sum?
Lump sum is a big amount, like 6,000 Kenya shillings.
So that's like $80 approximately.
Yes, you have to buy school uniform from registered distributors, which is expensive. You have to buy a desk for your child. So most of the needy mothers could not afford.
You have to buy your own desk?
Yes, in the government.
My goodness,
schools.
okay.
So they couldn't afford to take their children to the public schools. So we began to run a school with a class of 9, and in most cases we could teach them. As time went by, we were able to attract more children, and some of us were able to enroll to a kind of a college, but not very formal. Like Jennifer, who is here, enrolled, and she became one of our qualified teachers.
Okay.
So as time went by, the school grew, and currently we have 256 children. Because we could go around and pick the children who are not going to school, who are just left by their mothers at home. When we started, we did not run a full curriculum because we were not qualified by then. So we could only keep them in school and maybe share the Bible, sing and write, not in a very formal way.
Yeah.
But as time went by, we began to be formal, and currently we compete with other public schools because we run the same curriculum.
Very nice.
Yes, and we are able to compete with other public schools around. Yeah.
So, how do you keep this school running? Because I know it's very expensive. How did you afford to build this building?
What happened is that we were partnering with a youth organization called Amani Kibera some 2 years ago, and they told us that they had friends from Malta, the country, the island.
Yeah, I know Malta.
That were supporting informal schools in Kenya. So with their help, we did a proposal, and we were given the first grant. It was around 580,000 Kenya shillings. And then we borrowed some money from local finance institution, and we started the building. It could not be completed with the first fund, so we were building it with time. We have also received some donation from an organization in Sweden called Bana Focus. So they also came in and helped us to fit the doors, to do the floor. So we have been doing that progressively. As the school stands now, we have not even fitted doors to some rooms, so we continue doing that progressively. The same organization is the one that funded the toilets that we have now.
There's a toilet inside the school?
It's out just the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, so the same organization gives
So
us funding.
it flush toilet?
No, it's pit latrines.
Oh, okay.
We don't have sewer lines, so we cannot have flush toilets. So we have pit latrines that were also constructed by the same organization. So the school runs mainly by the help of well-wishers and donors. But again, we want to make sure that the parents are responsible for their children. So we insist that they pay some amount of money. For the parents who cannot pay completely, some of them work at the school, help in cleaning, but we insist that they also become responsible.
Exactly. So they're invested in the process.
Yes, because it is they need to appreciate that it is the future of their children, and as teachers and the people who are running institution, we cannot do it ourselves. We have to get support from the parents and from the family members so that they can also take good care of the children while they're at home. So we ensure that however much we get people to support the children, they are also involved in the day running of the school and the well-being of their children. It has been, of course, with some challenges, but we thank God that we still make it in one way or another.
What are the things that you most need at the school that you're lacking right now?
What I would say are the things we most need are like the furnitures,
desks as
the desks and learning materials, just as you have supported us with this. Like things like chalk, biro pens are things that we need to buy every other time. So in most cases, those are the kind of challenges we usually have. The other thing is, of course, sustaining the feeding program, which has been the biggest problem. But then we hope that maybe if we could get some support, we could run an income generating activity so that we may generate income, because if we get people who buy food, sustaining that is not realistic. But if we get projects that can help generate funds, then we will be able to sustain the feeding program. Maybe we can rear chicken, sell water or something like that.
I have an idea for you.
Yeah.
After we will talk offline about this.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you. I really appreciate your time, because as I told you before, I have some donors in the United States that have contributed to the funds that we've raised for my trip here to Kenya.
Yes.
So I want them to know what's going on here and how you basically run this school and what this money is going to be going towards. So
actually, there are so many problems that sometimes it's a bit confusing. So what we need so much is just moral support to go on and continue doing whatever we are doing in our very small way, because the problems are just too many. The teacher's salary, the children's health, sometimes we don't get proper medical attention, but we find a way of moving on. So if we can have just people who give us moral support, we will be fit to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.